Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. Welcome to the first day of a 5 days challenge. I'm so excited about this, about what we're going to do today, because this you can apply to anything. And some of you might feel, let's see if we are live. Yes, perfect. It's all working. Some of you might feel, you know what? I'm not sure if this works. But what you have to understand is this. We're going to work with the laws. And if you were on my webinar yesterday, I explained that our relation to what is, to what God is, or to what energy is, it just is, our relation to it is we need to create order into the laws that are surrounding us in order to start creating the type of life that you want to have. So it works every single time. The question is, are you utilizing those laws for yourself, or you're utilizing those laws against you? And this is exactly what you're going to see today in the first day of our 5-day challenge, how to generate, manifest, earn $5,000 in the next 5 days. Now, I'm extremely serious about that. And the reason is because I'm doing this on a daily basis. I'm working at generating things on my own accord every single day. So now I want you, and you are part of this group, and you are into this group because you want to be part of this challenge. So if you are in to earn $5,000 in the next 5 days, please write it down into the comment box down there. I'm in. I'm going to do everything which is required for me to earn that $5,000 in the next 5 days. Let me see if like I see some people which are committing to it, because the very first thing is a commitment. You need to commit yourself that you're going to do everything which is required to do it, right? That's the first step. The first step is the commitment with yourself. I see Will, it says, I'm in. Perfect. I love it. Liliana, she says, I'm in. Perfect. I love it. Gabriela de la Luz, she said that she's in. Excellent. Frances is in. She's in también as well. Sorry, like I'm mixing languages right now. But you must be in. You must be committed. If you're not committed, you're not going to see the results. And the commitment comes with the mindset that you have. And I want to tell you a story about like where I'm coming from. And if you saw the webinar, you probably heard that I'm coming from the poorest country in the world. No, I'm born in Haiti, Haiti, if you speak Spanish, but this is a place where people are earning less than $300 a year in average. Like, think about it, which is about $1 a day, right? So there's a lot of poverty going on there. It is a poverty mindset. And that poverty mindset was within our family. Now, I didn't grow up there. I grew up in Quebec, Canada. And I grew up in a very great environment. But one time we had a very bad event that happened in our family. We had a very bad car accident. And what happened into this is like my parents couldn't work. So we had no income. And you know how insurance works, you know, it's not, the money's not coming right away. So at that moment, what happened is that we didn't have any money to even eat. And I remember my father tried to do some bread. And I promise you, the bread was as hard as this. I couldn't bite in it. And this is at the moment, my father was extremely proud. He was a proud person. And he didn't want to ask for help, which that's one thing, that's one mistake that he did there, because asking for help is something which is really healthy. It's not bad to ask for help. Like right now you are here because probably you want some help. You want help to understand, how can I generate money, right? How can I generate those $5,000 in the next 5 days? This is asking for help. So you need to allow yourself to ask for that help So then you can start and understand how you can implement this into your daily activities, into your life. So when we couldn't eat that bread, this is where that he realized, okay, now there's no other option. We need to be doing something different. And that is one thing that I want you to retain into this. You need to be doing different things if you want to have different results. So one of those things that you're going to do is, what are you going to do with those $5,000 when you have them? Because asking for $5,000 is not good enough. You need to have a purpose for that money. Oh, I want to pay debt. This is a very bad way. Like, you don't want to do this, because is paying debt makes you feel good? Is it creating a great feeling? Or if going on a trip or buying yourself a, I don't know, a watch, which you always wanted to have, or giving a gift to a person that is really, really important to you, that you always wanted to give that gift. Like, what is the feeling associated with the money? This part is extremely important, okay? So the very first step that you're going to do is you need to write down, okay? So I want you to take notes on this right now. You need to write down on paper, black and white, okay? Take a piece of paper, write down with your hand. It's very important that you're writing with a pen on a piece of paper. Don't do this on the computer, because what you have to realize is, when you're writing down with a pen, is you're creating. That is a creation. We go from nothing, from a piece of paper which is white, and then we start in creating the life that we want to have. Now, when I mentioned earlier that we're working with laws, this law is called the law of cause and effect. The cause is that you're declaring what is it that you want, okay, on a piece of paper. And it needs to have details, and you need to be feeling what is it that you truly want to have. So I really want you to take a moment right now. I want you to really relax. I want you to really breathe and start thinking about what is it that you truly want to have, and get into that feeling of what is this going to create in you when you do have that money, and what you're going to do with the money. It's not having the money. Money is a tool. Okay. Understand this. Money is a tool. Is what you're going to do with the money that makes the whole difference. So the first step is this: start writing down in details, what is it that you're going to do with that money, and what is the feeling that you're going to experiment when that money is there. Okay, so take the moment to do that. That is the first step. Now, when this is completed, and you can continue this after that we're done here, but when this is completed, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to repeat in your mind all day long. Okay, remember, this is a challenge. So it's not that it's going to be simple and easy and like you just, okay, I'm going to do this, and then no, there's a challenge. So the challenge is really to have this in your mind and continuously having this in your mind all day long. So all day long, you need to have that feeling of having this, having that money, and the feeling of what you're going to experiment with that money in your hand, and with what are you going to do with that money. Okay, all day long you need to be thinking about that. All day long you need to be having this in the forefront of your mind, and there's a feeling attached to that. Okay, so that is the second thing that you need to be doing every single day. And the third thing is, at night, just before going to bed, you need to be, again, repeating that feeling, rereading. So you're going to have your piece of paper where you wrote what is it that you want and the feeling that you will have when you have that in experiencing this. And before sleeping, you will read this and you're going to go with that feeling in bed. It's extremely important that you go with that feeling in bed. Okay? So this is your first task for today. Okay? Now, I want you to be writing in here on this group. I want you to write how many times during the day did you think about your thing? Because it has to saturate your mind. It has to be omnipresent. Remember, this is a challenge. We are going to do this for the next 5 days. And for 5 days, you need to have this feeling of having that $5,000 with you, 5,000 euro, no matter where you are, and having this with you. And what you will experience in terms of feeling when you have that and what you're going to buy with it. This is your very first task. Now, some of you are just probably thinking, yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. This, you have to discard those type of thoughts. You have to be committed. I saw some people that said, I'm in. You have to do it the way I'm suggesting you to do it. Okay? It works every single time. But the first step is the commitment to yourself that you're going to do exactly what you need to be doing every single day. Okay? Don't worry about 5 days. Just start about today. And it's not because you don't see any evidence that it's not happening. Okay? It is happening. We're utilizing the law. And the very first law that we're utilizing is the law of cause and effect. And we started with the cause right now. Our cause is what we want to experience. So you start by writing down what is it that you want. You are connecting to this. You enter into the spirit of what this will do in your life for the next, when you have that $5,000 in your hand. And you need to walk around with this fragrance. Okay? There's an aura around this feeling. You need to be walking around with this feeling all day long. So this is your first task. This is your first thing that you need to be doing today. And walk with this fragrance, walk with this odor that you're having all day long. Do you have a question? Is there something that I can help you with that will facilitate you to get to where you want to go? Because it's very simple instruction. And I promise you, some of you is going to say, that's easy. I'm going to do this. And then you're going to watch the news and you're going to hear something which is not aligned with what you're doing. And you're going to let your mind drift to that thing. That is where you need to stop this. And you need to bring your attention back into that feeling of having that $5,000 in your hand and what you will do with that $5,000. That part is so important. Having the money is not enough. It's what you will do with the money when you have it. And you need to do something that really is going to create an emotion which is absolutely amazing. So this is your first task. And I promise you, in 5 days from now, when you do have that money and when you go and buy the thing that you want to buy, or give a gift that you want to give, or buy yourself a trip that you want to buy, it's going to feel so good. And you're going to experience that same emotion that you're experiencing right now in your mind. Do not let your mind drift to, oh yeah, but how it's going to happen. The how is not your business. The only thing you can do is plant the seed. Imagine that you are planting a seed because you want to have a tree. You plant the seed in the ground, and then you put some water, and then you probably like arrange that, and then you put it in nice and tidy, and then are you looking? There's no tree yet. There's no tree yet. Like, how's the tree going to grow? We don't think this way. We are doing our work. We are creating the cause, putting a seed into the ground. This is exactly what we're doing right now. The very first step is to be extremely clear on why do you want that $5,000, what you're going to do with the $5,000, and how are you going to embrace and experience that $5,000. That is planting the seed. This is our first step. Okay. So I want you to share with us, like, if you do have some challenges, and your mind is drifting, share this with us. It's really important that you're sharing with us right here, right now. And you can even commit, says, this is what I'm going to do when I have my $5,000. Now, if you're doing this, this is another step. That's another commitment with yourself. That's another commitment with the community. But don't be scared of taking a commitment, because everything starts with that commitment with yourself. Okay. So this is our first day. Make sure that if you have difficulties with this, rewatch the video again, do the action, take action, and take that commitment. This is a challenge. And a challenge, if you know the word challenge, it never comes easy. But make it easy on yourself by doing the activities that I propose here, the activities I am suggesting. Okay. So I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. Make sure that you are sharing with the group here what is your process, and I'm looking forward to see you starting getting money coming in. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.